Welcome to my last ever video on Sincere Deceit. For real this time, all endings acquired in this video. Or so I think I will do, but future me will have to verify that. The first ending we'll cover is the ending which we got in the previous episode, which is to fight this so-called god. Oh, how very saddened that I am that you will say as much, but deep down I knew you wouldn't simply give up after everything you've done. After all of this, why would you want to shut it off? Look at all we've accomplished together, you mean you. Does my paradise of all of mankind not suit your tastes? Do you think of me as an unfit god? Yeah, much like my predecessor. Do you believe in him? I can assure you that I will not fall like he did, for I will not allow the great sickness to come forth ever again. But you've made your decision, and as such, I must put an end to all of this. But before that, I pray, I know I've mucked up some words there. God our Father of mercies, through the death and resurrection of himself and his abhorrent Son, has revoked himself from this world. He has left oneself to judge and forgive the sins of our kin, as acting Father of the land of metal, meat, smoke, plastic, and sugar. I say unto you, through the ministry of our first ever church, may God give you pardon and peace, and I absolve you for your sins. In the name of the Father, and the Holy Son, and the Son and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Got a frog in my throat. There we go. Down out for the count, you so-called God. Bye-bye. And so, I have lost. The outcome you wanted all along. And now you ruin everything I have done to fix what Abraham broke. I shall understand how. I had the power of a god. I had the zone's energy on my side. I had the queen, which you killed. So how did you do it? How? Many rests at the hotel in the factory district. And many orbs. I farmed for days and nights. You could never be a god. Not like me. This land was never meant for you. It was created by the one you called your father. He was a child that simply wants to make his best friends happy. You could never understand that. You perverted this world in an effort to gain control over everything. You never understood what made it work. Even Abraham had some understanding of what made life worth living. But I don't think you could ever say the same thing. But none of that matters anymore. My mission is still the same. Even under your rule, this land could never be pure. Shut up! Shut up! You're just like that red-eye freak! All you talk about is having a place for your stupid friends! You don't care about preserving his memory or making any of this perfect like he would want it! You care only for destruction like that snake! You perverted it and made it this way. Not me. I just want to make it pure again. You're nothing but a child pretending to be an adult. This isn't the way he would have wanted things to go. This world was doomed the moment you took his eye for yourself. You should have just let things be. Wait. We can work this out. Please, just stop for a second. Stop, please! There we go, there goes the switch. Now he can finally rest. We'll cover the credits at the very end of the video. End Deceit in blue. On to the next one. This time we won't fight. FlareBlitzed, I must say I am shocked by your sudden submissiveness, but it is refreshing nonetheless. Very well, my dear. Come join me by my side and together we shall look over this land forevermore. Thanks. Oh gosh. Took control of the batter, just like Jaden did. Hello, Zakil. Ah, the zones must be forever blue then. Zone 1? Yeah, this is definitely Zone 1. There's an add-on and something there as well. This is Zone 2. In a way, this doesn't feel like liberation, but more controlling. Like, the church is like forever in control of everything and everyone here. And the moon has also got that eye to it. Zone 3. And the city itself as Oh, hi. That's a big old crown right there and an add-on. And this walkway up to where the Queen resided, would it instead have that guy and the Batter? It is indeed the case, the Batter and him, with the 5 orbs as well. And the Queen? Unless it's a child. Oh, and the nothingness is blue too. A sincere attempt end. Okay, on to the next one. For the last blue ending, what we need to do is rather than go through the blue door, we need to go through the red door. Hi. Ouch. You seem tormented, my friend. A shadow of your former self. Let's see what we've got here. The husk. The pathetic remains of a once proud being. And it's weak to poison and venom, which is very unlike bosses, because bosses usually tend to be resilient to both those attributes. Bye-bye and down you go. You was barely a boss. Thank you. Oh, that's... could be good, could be bad. I don't know, but we're a husk of what we once was. Path goes that way, but there's also a path that goes that way into there. I thought as much. Go through here. It's like the world itself has become eviscerated and almost empty. Dearest FlareBlitzed, did you really expect to seek such treachery past me? You weren't supposed to take this path. You were to bear witness to the serpent's defeat by my hand, not take my victory away. Well, it looks like we'll have to defeat both of you then. But this is fine. All of this is perfectly fine. I'll just take care of you, and then flip the switch again. Everything will be reset, and we can try this all over again. And we can keep doing this over and over until you finally listen to me. I might not have been able to complete the ritual, but I still have enough in me to bring your fiendish plot to a halt. If you couldn't defeat me in your more personified form, then you have no chance against me now, fool. Lesser god and failed usurper of the world. Failed usurper as it is. Look at you, lesser god. Look at what you haven't become. Look at the ascension that you never reached because I never took your door. There we go. And... No. No. I can't. I was supposed to fix everything. Goodbye to you. And flip the switch once more. Now we can finally rest. The same outcome as the one if we defeated the god in the fight scenario if we went through a blue path, but just slightly different circumstances. Which one do we get? Deceit overcome. Very deceitful in its own ways, because we dealt with the sacrifice in which that god would have had the pleasure of eradicating, but we did it rather than them. I should have said this earlier, but in order to get onto the blue route of the game to get the blue endings, whenever you get a grand item, you need to be able to put it on this blue pedestal right here. But I would say if, and that goes across for all 3 zones, but if you want to get to, let's say, either the white endings or the red endings, simply don't, well, it's actually for white endings collect them, but for red ones you either don't collect them or you don't put them on any of the pedestals, and that'll put you onto the red route of the game. But for white ones, I believe it goes either way. But I'd say keep the grand items on you, before the last room, which is layer 5. And I think that is... I'm not too sure if that either puts you on the red... So blue routes as well, if you just simply put the items on the pedestals there too. I'm not too sure about that. I'll have to look that one down the line when we get to layer 5 through this particular conundrum. This is different. Abraham, what have you done? Stop! Damn it, this isn't... Now how are we supposed to swap the spectres? Oh. You... This is all your fault! Oh dear. That's definitely different. We don't go through the blue path, that's different. What you've started cannot be undone. Can you even fathom the consequences of your cruel manipulation? You know full well Hugo is... Hugo, the spectres will continue to ravage the world. The Guardians will lose control. The people will suffer once more. Everything we work to fix is lost now. I know what I must do now. What I've been trying to deny for so long. This is the tower, is it not? Definitely different. Oh, the zone crystal things. And the tower's going down? Those objects you stole are no longer yours to misuse. You deserve no such power after what you've done. I will keep you trapped here until this world rots away completely. For it is what you truly deserve all along. You vile snake. You talking to the one in blue? Then I suppose it is time for the Saviour to finally be awakened. Talk about the batter, are we? Definitely very different. We'll be seeing a different queen here on out. Her first words to him were, "Years are spent away and it has only grown darker without him. The doppelganger tried to put a stop to the attendant's plan, but I feel the world has slipped further into never-ending darkness. It has regrettably not changed at all." Hearing her ramble on, he chose to retort as such. "Change is coming. I've returned to the cradle of our father to make sure it is so." The intentions in his words rising to the surface, she shook her head and replied, "You were led by the doppelganger. His will was just for a time, but he could not fight against his very nature in the end. Ignorant to the truth of what we'd done, he let it consume him from the inside out. You have seen what he has done to unmake this world." Okay, you're still within that form though. Yeah, same dialogue, but you are definitely different. Like, your form wasn't that grotesque, but this last time around, it was more, whole, less red. Broken remains of Her Highness. Queen's speech. Ugh. Queen's sight. Okay, 2 different add-ons this time. What does that say now? Questions left to be answered. Like, when we initially faced this thing, we got a different bit of text crop up. There you go down, your unholy highness. Color of revelation. Forgot to use this last time. The fighting done once more, she breathed out a sigh of relief and said, "The weight of this world is finally falling off of my shoulders. I know I must now go to him. This world is dying. My heart weeps for the loss of our father's creation, but in the end, this is what he truly wanted for it. It was never meant to last, but we enjoyed it while we could, didn't we, my love?" "We're not your husband." Her words fading to nothingness, he turned his gaze skyward. There was never anything to enjoy of it, so long as he suffered. Okay, we're here. Can we do any of the routes, because we still have the items in our possession? Okay, we can still leave an offering there, though. That is kind of neat. Although, what would happen if we don't place anything at all? There's a question. Because red dictates that you don't deliver anything at all. While white is like, don't place any of the grand items, but also go through the white door to get through one of them. And then one of them is like placed with 3 main grand items on the white pedestal, then enter the white door, defeat the boss. And then the other white ending is either lose. Okay, so you just simply lose rather than winning. So white room is don't place anything, go through the white door, fulfill purpose, enter the 3 main... Sorry, place with 3 main grand items on the white pedestal, then enter the white door, then beat the boss. And reset is, doesn't matter either one, it just means you lose. Red endings, which is what we want at this point in time, because I want to do the white endings last, and then the secret ones after the white ones. Let's see. Put on a red route. Once you've reached the final room with the 3 doors, go through the red room to get this ending. Okay. So, keeping with our inventory gets us on the red route, but also we can go on the white route. I know there's a lot of talking and not really any explanation, but if you want some more clarity, then I suggest downloading the game for yourselves. Then, what I'd say from there is to look through a game, and only if you really want to, or if you're really desperate, then look through the document called Walkthrough Contains Story Spoilers, and then you get a good idea as to what I am going on about. So, I believe, yeah, it's the red door, and much different from last time. Hey there, you. Abraham, this has gone on long enough. You must end this madness before it's too late. Are you even listening to me, Abraham? I tried to listen to you, Zekel. I listened and tried to figure out why you always push us all away. It took you betraying us for me to realize I should have never even bothered. So don't bother trying to convince me further. You've lost this little game of yours, and now I plan on bringing it to a close for good. Aha. There we go then. That is all well said and done. All these are the powers of the zones. 1, 0, 1, 2, and 3. So how are we doing? This is insanity, Abraham. You're going to destroy the world because I decided to take matters into my own hands? It's selfish. Plain and simple. You agree, don't you, FlareBlitzed, that this isn't the right thing to do? Just think about this for 1 second instead of Okay, childish as who? Hugo? The one who made you? Do you think his death wished children as well? Is that why you did what you did? This world doesn't belong to you. It doesn't even belong to me. But I will do what he actually wanted. I will end this nightmare instead of prolonging it like you selfishly desired all this time. No, wait, stop. You can't. Oh. Well, I think they're gone. The day has finally come for all of this to end, at long last. FlareBlitzed, thank you for what you've done. You stopped the great traitor, the one who brought ruin to this world once again. You gave me everything I could have asked for, and we were able to stop him from completing his wicked machinations. I thank you for everything you have done for me, and also that I am sorry for what is about to occur. You truly do not deserve this ending, but it is the one that must come to pass for the greater good. Father, please forgive our sins for the past, so that we might move on to the next phase in next life in peace, and please forgive me for what I must do now. Oh dear. You ascended to something greater. Yikes. But it's a time for you to meet your maker then, fool. At least this one's not invulnerable like the boss in the blue realm, where if you damage it too much, it'll just replenish of its energy or health if you don't destroy the orb first. There we go. That's you down now for account, evil boss. Oh. No. Your ascension is not done, my friend. Good show. Oh. Hi. He's dead. And this? The switch is stuck in the center. Flip the switch. The switch is now on-off. Oh. And he's still standing. You don't get it, do you? There are no victories here. Not while there is still some of me left behind. Shutting it off. It won't fix anything. Leave what's left of this world behind. Don't let it be reset again. For our sake, let it be done. Let what be done, you may ask. Hello. What's going on here? This time around, a white room here. Gone red. Yes, everything is red. And up top of the tower, that's gone red. Well, the spirits we collected from layer 3 are here as well, so it's like giving the supreme, well, collecting the supreme items first is important if we want some particular cutscenes to happen. But number 2, there's also the choice of not giving it to them, but we could do something additional in order to be able to allow you to progress forward through layer 3. Oh gosh, look at how corrupted this world is. This is Zone 0. Like, this is meant to be purified, but yet this is not. That red eye in the sky. Oh. They must all be very, very upset about me. Oh god, this prison. It's like the entire world itself is caving in. All the prisoners there. And Vanny. All turning red. And back up these steps we go, and what is awaited at the very top? It's the sister of the foxes. That memory goes away, but this also goes red. Yeah, it definitely goes red. Every world, every zone, every sector goes red. And here. Also there. Like, each of the coloured spirits are a different guardian. And here. So we've got the god itself from the red path is here, but there's also the spirits here too of each of the districts. And he looking quite sad actually. Unless it's just his cracked mask. And yeah. Different things going on. This is quite touching actually. The different spirits, like they've recollected their memories, but they're all here with him in some way. Because he was a person which understood how the world worked. Rather than the blue equivalent which tried to change and manipulate the aspects of the entire world itself. My dearest friends, we'll meet again in the next life. End. Sincere intentions. Even though that is all like an evil path, there is some peace behind that ending which I really like. Like, that's my personal favourite ending so far, even though the entire world has collapsed. But there is some peace throughout it all. Like, when it's the end of something, then that means there's no more suffering really throughout it, aside to the one in this case, which is one in red, Abraham, who is the one that is the only one left. Place 5 items there, but this time, and this is going to be for the next 2 endings, we need to go through the blue door. But this looks very empty, doesn't it now? This cathedral. It's not full of people, and it's only containing these 2. Or this one, actually. How could it come to this? After everything I've worked for. This is what they choose? Chose? Darn it. Is there nothing I can do? There has to be something. Anything. Anything but this. Well then, it seems like, according to them, we made entirely the wrong decisions. The Guardians are not on your side. Hi there, you. Why have you come here, FlareBlitzed? Have you come to mock my defeat? The very one you handed to the serpent? There's nothing for you here, so why? I have no power now to stand in the way of what you want, and yet you still chose to stand before me? I just don't understand you. Don't you get it? It's over. The serpent has won, and it's all thanks to you. You haven't found those precious objects I asked for, but you let him have them. They were our only option to fix what was destroyed, and you just gave them away. Your silence says it all. None of this matters anymore. Soon the servant will be here, and it will consume what remains of this place. You can't even complete your mission anyway. Don't you see the state of the world switch? It won't even let you touch it. Not anymore. So you're stuck. We're all stuck here until the end. I hope it was worth it. Oh, it was certainly worth it. Most certainly worth it. He's here. By the Queen, he's. Look at what you've wrought. This is your fault. Hi. And what's happened to you? Oh. Well then. That's good. Yes? No? It's like as if this is one boss, but yet it could be like 4 different bosses. Cherbrium, twin gods combined against their will. Ah, so it's a duality of 2 different gods, it would seem. And the mind. Twin gods fighting one another to the very end. Oh dearie me for you. Well, let's take out this crown first. Well, we defeated the main body first, then we'll defeat the mind. Oh, no. You gained a lot of stat increases because the body is now doomed. Isn't that just wonderful for you, isn't it now? To be able to keep on withstanding these kind of attacks, even though now you're done for. Let's see. We won that. Oh, something collapsed. Oh. This hurts. Yep. He help. You've been defeated, Abraham Zekel. This world you've both tarnished can now finally come to a proper end. Oh, hi there. Father? Now we can finally rest. Are they the Batter's children then, that just fight it against one another? Because they're both speaking in unison. End deceit of mixed hues. I love the combination of red and blue writing. It's almost as if both of them are speaking to us at the same time. Right, we need to do exactly the same steps, but this time lose to it. So I think we're going to be here for some time when it comes to the actual scene, because it's going to take a while for the boss to dwindle our health. And all we're simply doing is we're just going to stay here for a long period of time until it attacks us. Like, I believe that's going to be the case. It will eventually attack us, yes. So this is going to take a long time, but I'll be back at some point. For me anyways, for you it'll just be a split second or so. I thought we'd have a sliver of hope of getting to this within like 2 hours or so, but I'm glad there's burning involved. Only Alpha remains. I'm playing a Switch game at the moment just to pass the time. There you go, burn it. Shouldn't take too much longer now. Now I just need you to do some more damage. There we go, that's it. That's the one. Purification failed. And it prevails over us. Ouch. Destroy, no save, no has to shut off, no on, leave, leave, leave. They're both fighting each other for goodness sakes. Stop, have to, no, yes, please stop. Conflicting opinions, it hurts. I'm sure it does, the combination of you two. Even the credits are going up and down. And sincerity and deception forever trapped. Again, I like the fact that there's both red and blue writing. It represents the duality of these two gods, and now that they're both together in sort of a way. So the world is definitely doomed by these two, but also as well consuming the battle in their wake. What happened there, what I wanted to do is defeat the main body, but the mind itself gets a huge increase in the stats. But what really made this battle worthwhile was the fact that the mind can inflict burning, which made this portion of the game significantly less time consuming. But let's just say if that thing just tried to whittle our health down without burning or poison, like, for goodness sakes, that would have taken forever. And it's kind of a bad thing that I scooped up all of our stats to 9999, whichever they would be, in all of our stats and all our characters. Like, that's a downside to maximizing our stats, is getting this particular outcome. Let's see, we have all 5 grand items, but for the ending I have in mind, we are not going to place any items down, and we're going to go towards this room here. The white door with nothing in place, nothing at all. There's the switch. The switch is stuck in the center. We'll flip the switch, and now it's... oh, it doesn't want us to do that then, huh? Kind of a similar boss theme as towards the snakes one in the prison district. There we go. It gives you a lot of blindness and muteds, but we defeated the switch, and now the switch is no longer a thing. There's no switch to press. Something is wrong. Where is... somebody stole the switch. We should leave. We should leave this room. And X is gone. Go back up now. Oh no, what's going on here? And the switch is no longer... we're stuck in here. We're stuck in this room. Oh no, batter. The judge. I have arrived too late, it seems. Are you still a sound mind, Purifier? You appear to have lost your grasp on it, if I am to be honest. It's gone. Oh god, this is an expression that we've not seen before. Everything is wrong. The switch was here, but now it's gone. What? Where is it? I believe you once said that one could not escape their purpose, but here you are represented as such. Rather cruel, but still present. Perhaps this outcome was to be expected. One could even say it is better like this. Now this world can continue onward, carving its own path without the threat of any left alive altering its course. This isn't his room anymore anyway, sportive companion. It ceased to be such a very long time ago. It is best that these things are to be forgotten about, as all things eventually are. I hope with time you come to understand that. Okay, Judge, thank you very much for the encouraging words there. End. Lost purpose? Huh? It says ending here, White Room. That's not the name of the ending. The other one's called Fulfilled Purpose. One of them is called Reset. And then another one is called White Room. But yet this one's called Lost Purpose. I wonder if it's a misnaming from the developers within the walkthrough on the game itself. And it actually is Lost Purpose rather than White Room. Like, that should be a thing, right? Let's see. If a judge is alive, you will get an extra scene with him, as well as another extra scene if you give all of the supreme items. We did give the supreme items, but I don't think we got that extra scene. Very, very bizarre. Oh, this is the extra scene. Okay. Okay. I thought I might find you here, but not as much as you are. Not as you are now. Your counterpart was unable to win, so why have you chosen now to stall your plan? I'm taking time to reflect on what has happened over the years before I do what must be done. Reflection of one's past actions can lead to clarity. It is like looking into a pool of water after the surface is calmed. It's serene. I see your closest companions have returned to your side as well. Yes, for I don't know why. I don't deserve to have their company after everything I've done. They are still your friends, even if things soured towards the end. We all have those who love us dearly. I think even you deserve such. Indeed you do. Maybe you're right. I see why so many have called you wise. You just know the right words to say to someone at their lowest point. Because he is the judge after all. I know my around the vast lexicon I've collected over years. I'd best be going. I think I'll check on your counterpart before heading back to Zone 0 to await your final decision. Is there anything you wish for me to relay to him? Nothing I say will be enough for him, but I would like him to know that if he is lonely, he can come and visit before the end. Just so he doesn't have to be alone when it happens. We can be together as friends. You really are so much like him. I will let him know. Goodbye, Abraham. Goodbye. Aha, there we go. That's the end of that ending. This time we're placing 3 of the 5 offerings on these pedestals. And I believe they're the main 3 ones, rather than being like, let's say, the extra 2 that we acquire throughout the game. Yeah, we got Grand Butcher and Grand Chocolatier. Lovely. So those 2 are the extra ones, which we can place down here. We can place those down here, but that's another ending entirely. This is like if you're just going through the game and collecting the supreme items. And then we can try and switch this and it won't come to pass. And we've got to face the scene again. There we go. It is done for now. That could actually take less time than the mind thing could take to actually defeat us with, despite the burning being a lack of things. Something is wrong. Where is... Oh, it is somewhere. Those 2. Hey, you. How you doing? Fear not. The object is destroyed, but you have helped save it. Or, you have given us everything we need. Our mission cannot be composed any longer. The false god has been silenced, and the sickness of the world has been quelled. You never listened to their lies, nor gave in their demands. You did what we asked, and because of that, we are finally able to put it all to rest. And the switch has reappeared. The honor is yours. And FlareBlitzed. Thank you. Don't thank me. Thank the developers for putting you in existence in the first place. Hold it. Or, Judge? It seems I arrived just in the nick of time. Fear not, sportive companion. I know what you are here to do, and I am not here to stop you. Not by a long shot. I came to see the end with you. Ironic given previous circumstances, I know. But one's mind cannot rest unless it can see the end arrive in front of it. Well, well, there's no time like the present, of course. I won't blame you if you wish to bathe in the silence just a little longer. Thank you. Think nothing of it, my friend. This world, and everyone inhabiting it, deserves to be at peace. But nobody is more deserving of it than you. Thanks. Let us leave these bad memories behind us until we disappear beyond the horizon. Hello, also got more things because of the supreme items. So that was one of them. There's another one. And that's going elsewhere, I believe. There's another one here. kind of torn, isn't it now? Two different sides of the same building. Okay, the switch is here, and also our friends from before. And there's a switch. And you're going to yank it down, aren't you? This wonderful moment of silence is now complete silence. Now we may all finally, truly rest. That was like the most, I'm going to say empty ending, but it's also a peaceful ending in its own way. All the suffering that the world had has finally come to rest. Beginning anew, remember to smile. Fulfilled purpose. Okay, so the writing this time is center aligned, so I wonder if, in a way, if this is the canonical ending. For a reset ending, we need to place 3 of them down, but this time we need to lose to the switch itself. But there's also another way of getting it where you would go onto the blue path and lose to the lesser god, which we've already done. Or we've already looked through. But I think the switch is more powerful than the lesser god, to be honest. To be frank. Got myself a coffee, and I thought this would go on for longer, but apparently the switch is that powerful. We're still doomed. Over there and see what awaits from the switch itself. The switch does not want to be pulled. Hello. Oh. Great. It just eviscerates us from existence. And... well... it seems my plan has failed this time. What a waste of a good purifier, wouldn't you agree? But I guess there's always another chance for the next one to succeed, don't you think? What do you mean by that? I suppose flipping it back on should sort this out. Let's see. Nope, there's still... here at the end of all things, shall the world be reborn? Like a caterpillar to a butterfly, I shall create something beautiful from the husk of the impure world. This is what was played between layers 3 and 4, wasn't it? This again. That again. It will be perfect this time. Just like how he intended it to be. And reset. Just like that. It is all reset. And now the batter will have to try again in order to purify the universe. To get one of the other outcomes. It could even be another reset, for goodness sakes. This next one is called the joke ending. And I don't understand why it would be a joke, because after all and everything that you've done, it would surely lead to something great. So, we've got here 4 for 5 items on the white pedestals. What happens if we put the 5th one in place? That now is white. You have unlocked a super secret ending. Would you like to view it now? Your save must be reloaded to come back to this point if you choose yes. Alright. What do we have here? Oh, what? Hi. I'm not sure if I need to mute this part or not. I think I do. Or the cheers sound copywritten in some way. But then again, there was some Final Fantasy here. Hello. Hello. Okay. A bunch of congratulations. I wonder if his end is called congratulations. Congratulations, you won the end. Oh no. This is stupid. I wanted another ending. For goodness sakes. There's one more ending, and it's a secret end. One that involves the outside and the tower itself, and a stupidly long boss rush. The last ending is going to take too much work at this point in time in order to actually get to it. I may come back to it at some point, but it's not going to be like in the near future at all. But if you want to see this secret ending, which involves beating the boss rush mode with Joricho and the party here, then obviously leave a comment down in the comment sections below. I'll be able to do it with the baseball man. But in order to get to the secret ending, you need to be able to beat the boss rush mode with the feline companions here. And while I've already gone through this game in its entirety aside this one ending here, I feel like I've done it just as along the way. Like, we've gone through all of the other endings of this game. If you wish to see this ending for yourselves, then I suggest, let's say, downloading the game for yourselves and playing it for yourselves to get to the point where you'll be able to get to this particular portion of the game. You could say to me, it'll probably only take a few hours in order to actually acquire enough money in order to get enough orbs to be able to get these guys up to like the equivalent of these individuals here. So I think I'm going to leave Sincere Deceit here, folks. Excuse me. There is not going to be any more videos of this game, as far as I can tell. I think we've done it justice by going through all of the endings themselves. I would say that the most peaceful ending is the fulfilled purpose one, where we placed 3 of the 5 items on the white pedestals and then pulled a switch when we defeated the switch. And that was like an everlasting peace. Another one, which is quite a funny one, but also quite a painful one, is the one where in the red path you go through the red. So if you put all the, if you go through the red route in the game, you go through the red path, then you have the 2 that join together. Like, that was another ending itself that was quite fascinating in a way, because you had these 2 like fighting for each other's ideal and stuff like that. But we didn't see the red guy in that ending in any way, shape or form on what he felt about it. Like, he probably desired to be joined, but at the same time not joined, because of their like very, very different view aspects on the world. Like, it all comes down to like these 2 kind of demigods in a way. Like, they're both trying to ascend in their own different ways. One of them, in which the batter points out, has more of an understanding of how the world works, and that is the red one. Whereas the blue one, the batter thinks that they're some kind of defiler in a way, and they want to change the world and want to preserve the world in some sort of way. But at the same time, that's not preserving the world, that's controlling the world. And I think in ending, which is called A Sincere Attempt, the world itself is more or less being controlled by the church itself. So in that way, yes, you can find peace in it, but you can also find subjugation and control about it. So this is where my Let's Play of Sincere Deceit is going to end. I think this game has gone on for me about a month now, I'm not going to lie, like more than a month. Since the very beginning of, let's say, part 1 to now, the end of this video. But in some way, I like some endings, but there are other endings like Reset, which is like, okay, this is what happens when you are defeated, so therefore it's not a huge reward at the very end of it, but I do like the fact that getting the Supreme items does add up to something. It's like, it gives you additional closure and story, especially with Abraham, and in the one of the white endings, I think it was Fulfilled Purpose actually, where, was it the Lost Purpose? Lost Purpose was one where Abraham was surrounded by the 4 spirits. I think it was. Unless it was Fulfilled Purpose, I'm not too sure now. But thank you guys so much for watching, guys. That's been the red endings, the blue endings, the white endings, the joke ending, and all of that aside one secret ending which involves getting the felines to complete the boss rush mode. But I feel that will take a long time in order to do. Like, I didn't do them as well in my spare time, I just focused on the batter and the add-ons. But there you go, folks. Thank you so much for watching. This has been a blast, and we shall see each other in the next video, whichever game it may be. It could even be another off-fan game, but I feel like I'm going to just take a step back away from off games for a good amount of time because of the amount of experience here. Like, when I go through a very long game of a particular category, and then let's say another one comes out, and I think there have been one or two like new off-fan games that have been recently released as of the time of this recording at the end of May 2021. But I feel like I'm gonna have a bit of a what this game would call reset, like just flick off the switch of these endings, these games at this point in time, and just delve into something a bit more light-hearted in a way. Or it could even be the developer's next game. Like, I think they're aiming for their next game to be a bit lighter-hearted, but also as well not as long. Like, with the updates that came out with this game, there aren't just under 1,500 maps, but there are over 1,500 maps of this game. If I go to the data folder, there are 1,516 maps. That is a fair few files throughout the game. Thank you so much for watching and take care of yourselves.